Good morning, Year 4, and here is your maths lesson for Thursday, the 7th of January, 2021. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's maths, and I hope you are getting back to grips with the home learning. Today is the second lesson on mental subtraction, and our WALT today is very similar to yesterday's, but with one quite significant change. So our WALT today is subtract ones from 4-digit numbers, but this time it's where the thousands number change. The thousands number changes. And I know from yesterday, we learned that that one was the one that didn't change and that the others did. So we'll have to see what happens today. Can you start off, please, by telling me what number I have made? Hopefully you won't even need to pause the video today, and you will be able to tell me that that number is 2003. And again, I popped my comma in there so I can read the number as the comma being 1,000, 2003. 2 in the thousands, no hundreds, no tens, and 3 ones. Okay, if you can think about a fact about that and another fact, that would be brilliant. Okay, I've popped this number 2003 over here in the yellow box, and it's asking us, our question today is going to be starting with, how can we subtract 6 from this number? It's not going to be overly easy because using the counters we've got here, I can't simply cross off 6 because there are only 3 in the ones column. So my first question, can I exchange from the tens column? Yes or no? And explain. Hopefully you're saying no, and you're absolutely right, there are no tens. Let's think about the next bit then. Can I exchange from the hundreds column? Yes or no? And explain. And again, unfortunately, that's a no. There are no hundreds at the moment. But from when we used our counters yesterday, hopefully you'll be seeing that what we're going to have to do is exchange even further. We're going to have to exchange from that thousands column. So a moment ago, if I go back, we've got 2 thousands counters here. And when I go onto my next screen, one of these counters that was here has been crossed out and it has been changed into hundreds. And let's just check. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hundreds. So it's still the same value. We haven't changed the value at the moment, but there are now hundreds. Helps me for my hundreds column, but it still doesn't get low enough yet. So I'm sure you've probably worked out from yesterday's video that we're going to have to exchange again. Okay, so this time I've crossed off one of my hundreds, just like I crossed off this one a moment ago, and I have moved it into the tens column. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tens for that 100. Then we are closer and only one more exchange to go. We now have one more lot of ones to do. So again, the final thing I do is cross out my 1 10 and exchange it for 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so at the moment I'm showing 1 in the thousands, 9 in the hundreds, 9 in the tens, and now I've got my 10, 11, 12, 13 in the ones. So again, I don't say that number as 1,990.13, but it simply shows that I haven't got rid of any at the moment because that 13 is there. Okay, now from here, how would I subtract 6? So I'm going to change to my red and I'm going to take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we count how many's left. So I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in my ones column, 9 in my tens, 9 in my hundreds, and 1 in my thousands. So 2003 subtract 6 is 1,997. Hopefully you've visually been able to see that a bit clearer than yesterday because you know what you're doing, you know where we're going with this subtraction. But again, you can pause the video at any time and scroll back and watch that again to see me explain it pictorially. That's using pictures. Okay, What number have I made now? I've made the mistake and it's actually already on my yellow circle here, but I've made 4,004. 4 in the thousands, 4 in the ones, and nothing else. So have a quick think about some facts for those before we then go on to the subtraction. Okay, 4,004 is the number we have then, and we're going to use our number line again. These were really helpful yesterday, and we're going to subtract 8. So again, I'm going to move this up here because I need to put my 4,004 on the number line, and I'm going to pop it over on this side because I know when I subtract, I go backwards. Okay, so I'm going to be subtracting 8. Ooh. And just the same as yesterday, I'm going to do this in 2 jumps if I can, make it a bit easier for myself. So I'm starting with a 4 in my ones. I know I can take away 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, quite easily, which would give me the 4,000. Okay, now because I need to still take away 8 in total, I actually need to do another jump of 1, 2, 3, 4. And both these numbers here, this 4 and this 4, is the 8 I've taken away in total. So it's always worth checking. And then you're using your place value and your number bonds to help. So I've got 4,000 and I'm taking away 4. Again, if you imagine those hundreds, 100 take away 4 would leave me with 96. But I had 4,000 to start with, so I know that I've had to exchange or borrow those. So my 4,000 has gone down to 3,900. It's almost imagining your 40 here has gone down to your 39, if you want to visualize it that way. 39 hundreds there, gone from 40 hundreds. So your zeros here, and we've worked out that it was 96 if we took away 4, because 6 and 4 is our 10. So the answer is 3,996. Okay, just like we did yesterday, we can check that using our inverse. 996 or 3,996, adding on 8 should give us 4,004. So 996, 997, 998, 999. My next 1,000 number, which would be my 4,000, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got my 8 fingers, so hopefully you can use that to practice, to check. I'm going to have a go at another one. Again, if you need to pause at any point and go back, that's absolutely fine. Okay, today, this question, we have 2003 and we are taking away 6. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is pop my 2003 on my timeline and start doing my jumps backwards. Now I know I need to do full jumps of 6. 6 is my subtraction number, but I'm starting off with 3 because that's what I have. 1, 2, 3, take away 3 first of all, and we know 2003, take away 3 will leave us with our 2000. Because I've got to take away 6 in total, I've got to do another jump of 3. And this time, 2000 take away 3. So if you imagine your 100th number taking away 3, we're going to end in 97. And if you imagined that 20 that we had before, we would now have 1900s. So 1,997. If you physically got to do each jump and do 2000, 1,999, 1,998, 1,997, that's absolutely fine too. It's whichever you can see the clearest. And I'm just going to pop my answer in black there. 1,997. Just while we're looking at this question still, you can notice that now even more of those digits are changing, but maybe there are different patterns to see. So all of my numbers so far have had zeros in my hundreds and tens column. We'll have to notice if they stay the same throughout the other questions, but therefore in my answer, every single digit changes. It will be worth looking at my hundreds and tens here though. They were 9 and 9 on this question. If I go back one, they were a 9 and 9 here as well. So maybe that's a tip that will help me. Starting off as zeros, going down to 9 hundreds and 9 tens. We'll have to see. Okay, another one then for you. 7,004, and we're going to be taking away 9. So let's pop my 7,004 on my number line. I know I need to take away 9 or subtract 9 in total, but I'm going to start with subtracting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know that 7,004 take away 4 is 7,000. That's quite simple to do in my head. Then I need to take away 9 in total. So I've already taken away 4. So I now need to take away 5 because 5 add 4 is my 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. I had to make sure I counted the right number. So this is my subtract 5. And again, my 5 and my 4 is my 9. Okay, 7,000 take away 5, or if I do 100 take away 5, I know it's 95. And then I've almost got my 70. And then I need to subtract 1, so it would be 69. Oh, and again, I've noticed with those green, with the green that I used last time, I do in fact have a 9 in my hundreds and a 9 in my tens column. Maybe this is what we will see. We'll also notice something about our thousands number. Now we know from our WALT our thousands number is changing. It's always going down 1. So my thousands number is decreasing by the 1,000 each time. Maybe that's something else we can spot. Okay, how would this look on a bar model, I hear you ask? So we've got 5,007 take away 9 here. Just checking it was a different question than the previous one because it was still a 9. I'm going to start with my 5,007 at the top. Oh, not in green. 5,007, and I know 9 would make up part of that box, but it's a very small part. What would the other be? So again, I'm just going to use the note form at the side, and I'm going to take away 9 in total, but I'm going to start by taking away 7. So if I take away 7, I know that 5,007 take away 7 is 5,000. And I know that's take away 9 in total. I can take another 2. And again, I'd have my 98 for my number bonds to 100. And then my 50 would go to my 49. Hopefully you're seeing some of the patterns as I'm explaining it to you. So this 4,998 would be the larger number over in this bar model. Again, please feel free to pause the video at any time to go back, especially the number line ones might be easier to explain than my jottings just here, but it's the same principle. I will just notice again or point out again, this number is 9 in my hundreds, this number is 9 in my tens, and my thousands column has decreased by 1,000. Okay, your turn. Can you please have a go at these in your books? Pause it here if you need to, that's absolutely fine, and we will mark them together in just a moment. Good luck. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to have a go at those. I'm just going to get rid of those and move them up just so I've got some room. First question then says 2004 take away 6. So I'm going to draw my trusted number line and I'm going to start with 2004 at the side. I need to subtract 6 altogether, but I'm going to start with subtracting 4 because that's my easiest jump. I'm going to take away 4 from 2004, which will leave me with 2000. And then I just need to subtract another 2 because I know that my 2 and my 4 will equal my 6. So again, imagining my 100, 100 take away 2 would be my 98. And I've got 20 here, that would go to 19. So if you got the answer 1,998, please give yourselves a tick. Okay, next question, 7,003 take away 8. I'm going to do this just over here a bit so I've got enough room with a wonky line. 7,003 to start with. on the right hand side of my number line, and I need to take away 8 in total, but I'm going to start by taking away that 3. So small jump of 3 to start with, and I know that 7,003 take away 3 is 7,000. Okay, I then need to work out what else I need to subtract to still get to my 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to take away another 5. And again, my 5 and my 3 up here is equal to the 8 that I need to take away in total. So again, using my number bonds, I know that 95 would be the 1,000 number, or the 100, take away the 5, and I had 70, and this would now go to 69. So if you had the number 6,995, please give yourselves a tick. Okay, just going to move down slightly because I need a little bit more space for my other number lines. So next question over here, I'm going to draw it over here, and I have something is equal to 5,006 take away 7. Again, don't let the order confuse you. We start with 5,006 over on the left hand side, and I need to take away 7 in total, but I'm going to start with taking away 6. So 5,006 take away 6 is 5,000. Then because I've taken away 6, but I need to take away 7 in total, I need to take away just 1 more. So 5,000 using my number bonds would be 99, and then I had 50, but it needs to decrease by 1, so it would be 4,900. So 4,999 would be over here. If you got that one right, again, please give yourselves a tick. Okay, last but not least, and one more number line over here. That one is really wonky, I apologise. Something equals 9,001 take away 5. So 9,001 is what I start at on my number line, and I need to take away 5 in total, but I'm going to start by taking away that 1. So, oh, that was a big jump for 1. 9,001 take away 1 is 9,000. And then I need to work out what the other number is to subtract to get a total of 5. I'm going to be subtracting 4. So 9,000 take away 4, again using my number bonds to 100, 96, and then I had 90, and that's going to change to 89. So if you had the answer 8,996, please give yourselves another tick. Okay, I'm just going to pause on this page because I'm still trying to point out those patterns with you. All of those answers there, you can see each of the thousands number has decreased by 1. Each hundreds and tens digit is a 9, and then the ones digit, or the final digit you have in the ones column, that's different depending on each question, but hopefully you'll be able to see this pattern, and that will definitely help you when we have our Emmett problem. Emmett thinks that 6,003 take away 6 is 6,009. Do you agree, and explain how you know? And just pause the video here if you need. Okay, hopefully that didn't take you too long, and hopefully you are screaming out, no, he is wrong, because of the reasons we just mentioned on that last page. The thousands number here is not 1,000 less, and the answers in my hundreds and my tens column is not 9 and 9. So maybe you can work out the answer and explain what he did wrong. Okay, your task today then, you're going to have 5 do-it questions, very similarly to the ones that we did on the do-it a few pages ago. I would again really recommend to draw out your number line for these and make sure that you are counting back each one if you need, or doing those larger jumps if you can. You then have a go deep Coco problem. Might be similar to Emmett's, but again, you need to explain why she is wrong. Your go deeper today then is to find the missing digits. So it's all based on the calculations we've done today. Hopefully you'll still be spotting those patterns, the thousands number being 1 less, but this time the equal sign you'll notice is in the middle. All that means is that the answers this side has to be the same as the answer this side. So it's just 2 equal sides on either side of the subtraction questions. Can you solve them in several ways is your first challenge, and can you solve them just using those digits once is your second problem. Good luck with that today. Again, pause the video here, go off and have a go, and then just come back for the learning pit at the end. Good luck. Okay, huge well done to all of you for having a go at that today. Can you just think about where you are on the learning pit today? Did you find that easier than yesterday? Was it harder? Are you getting completely confused? And again, if you are, you can make sure you can message on the messaging feature, myself, Mrs. Cross or Mrs. Plews. But hopefully you're finding that a bit easier. Hopefully you're starting to see those patterns and you're being able to use the number line. Well done again today. Look forward to seeing some of your work later, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.